I'm nervous. I'm really nervous. I don't think I've ever been this nervous or anxious to like watch a show in my life, actually. Uh, but here we are. What up, it's your boy Darth back at it again with another video, and today we're here with Attack on Titan, season 4, episode 27. Last night I was out with some friends, and it just randomly hit me that like, oh shit, tomorrow's the day. I was scrolling through Instagram and I had saw that Crunchyroll was like, hey, make sure that you tune in for the latest episode of Attack on Titan. And I was like, the latest. So this was, obviously my immediate thoughts were, so there's going to be a part 3. And after, this morning waking up, I check Instagram again, and Crunchyroll then confirms that there will be a part 3. Now I know there's going to be a lot of mixed feelings about there being a part 3. People are going to be like, oh my god, they're milking it. Oh my god, like, why can't they just end it? As a lot of you know, I am of the camp of take your time. Understandable that people are going to be frustrated about it, and I can't say that it's not valid to be frustrated about it, because I know a lot of people have been watching this show for a very long time and want to finally see it end. But take your time. I'm going to be exhausted from waiting. I'm going to be really exhausted from like trying to dodge spoilers and stuff after this. But I'll say it again. Take your time. Now, back to being nervous. I'm a little bit less nervous now that I know that this is not the final episode. I was nervous to the point, at some point I was like, yo, I'm gonna fucking throw up. But we will talk about that later in the discussion. I don't know where we end off here. I don't like, I know we're going to Odaha or whatever it was called, but I genuinely do not know where we end off here. Do we see, me, I wanted to see the rumbling. I wanted to see what that's going to look like. I want to feel the full impact of what Eren is doing here. And I think the best way to do that is to show us the rumbling. So now I'm scared again. I think we should just get into this, because I think I'm gonna talk way too long, and we'll talk at length about everything at the end of this episode. But fingers crossed that this shit is, I don't know what I want. So if you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. If you're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more Attack on Titan or something totally different, the best place to send that in is always my social media. Links going to be in the description below. And if you want these, if you want the full length reaction to these episodes, that's going to be on my Patreon. Links going to be in the description below for that as well. So let's get our headphones. Dear God, I'm scared. Make sure they're on. Them bitches is on. And let's just get into it. Gotta have birds. Oh shit, we're there. What the fuck? Oh, this is taking a turn I did not expect. Oh, this is when they went to... This is when they went outside. Okay. This... Look at that boy. Look at that boy. Look at that man. I tell you, bro, that boy Onion Capone saucier than SpaghettiOs. That horse. Bro, what the fuck? They're trying to feed the carrots. They're buying carrots. Yeah. He knows what he's about to do to these people. Oh, ice cream. Sasha's about to try ice cream. Oh, she's about to fucking nut. What the fuck? What the? What the fuck? That's a man. Oh. Oh. Yeah, he's seen it all. Yeah, Aaron. Yeah. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh god damn. It's not just you. The world just sucks. Right. Oof. Shut the fuck up. Let's go. Book it. Aaron. Wonder how many of these people Aaron has seen himself crush. In a sense, the story of her children. Right. That's why we came here. Can't let that shit happen. Gotta try, right? Oh, Aaron. Where is he? Yeah, fuck. I'm most afraid for Aaron because he, like I said, he can see, yeah, he can see. He's seen probably these people and how he kills all of them. Nothing yet. Jesus fucking Christ. He's gonna kill him. He's gonna kill him. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah. Oh fuck. Oh my god. Oh, this makes it so much worse. This makes it so much worse. I hate this OST, bro. It's so good. Yeah. Oh my god. Fuck this. Fuck this show. Yeah. Oh god. When did it? That's a great question. It doesn't. That's the wildest part. When it comes to time, it doesn't matter when it began. Because it did. Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ. Ah.
他に方法はなかった。
Ah.
分かってる。でも憎しみによる報復の連鎖を完全に終結させる唯一の方法は
It's what?
憎しみの歴史を文明ごとこの世から葬り去ることだ。
Oh fuck, dude.
お前に島の生贄になるためだけに生まれる子を産ませ、
Oh my god. Yeah? He fucking lied? Devotion to has nothing to do with some forced behavior. Oh my fucking god. Just likes you enough to rip apart time. That's nigga. Here he goes.
長生きしてもあと4年しかないんだぞ。
Yep, there it goes. There it goes. There it goes. Fuck Aaron.
死んだ後も
There it
あい
goes.
つらの人生を
There it goes.
続いてほしい。
Holy fuck. Yep.
ずっと。
世界連合艦隊。この地球上に存在しうる最も巨大な大砲のほぼ全てが今ここに集結した。
Can you stop it? And I think we all know what the answer to that is. No. You fucking can't. Oh, fuck. Holy shit. That. Whoa. Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy fuck. One of the most forgot about aspects of the Titans is their fucking body heat. Holy fuck. Ooh. Shh. No way! Oh, nigga, why? Oh. Stop it there, bro. Oh, I never wanted it to end. Future. Future. Didn't want it to end, bro. I just didn't want it to end. I just don't understand why it had to end. Oh my god. Oh, it just had to end, bro. It just. Oh, that was tough. That was tough. Yeah. Oh my god. Fucking. Man. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Let's talk. God fucking damn it. Okay. Well, if Aaron wasn't the antagonist to you now, he gotta die, bro. Aaron gotta die. And I'm not even saying that Aaron's completely wrong, cause he's not. I don't even know how we talk about this, to be honest with you. I don't know how we talk about this, if I'm quite honest with you. Okay, hang on. I gotta go all the way back to the fucking episode because, nigga, it skipped. Okay. So, The question that is posed to us in the beginning of this episode is, has Eren changed, or is he the same person he always has been? And I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't have a solid answer. Like, don't even expect like solid answers in this discussion. Don't I'm not stamping nothing. I'm not standing by anything except for a couple things that I knew it had to be. But I'm not, has Eren changed, or is he the same person that he has always been? As Eren said. My knee-jerk answer is yes. He has been the same person that he has always been. But a lot of people could play devil's advocate, and I can't fault them for it, by saying Eren has changed. And the discussion would either start or stop there. Problem is that Eren gives a better solution. And I feel like I should save that part for later, but we gotta talk about it just a little bit. Eren gives a better solution by saying, when did it start? It doesn't fucking matter. When you talk about like when time came into the aspect of this, like when aspects of time, manipulation and memories and stuff became an aspect of this story, nothing matters. It's a lot like if somebody were to seek out like creating a time machine, it would never matter when in their lifetime they created that time machine, because once you create it, time is irrelevant. And Eren has the same answer. Like I wish I could go in depth with like what Mikasa has been saying and like has he changed or not. But Eren gives the best answer. I think Eren gives the best answer, that it's irrelevant whether he changed or he was always the same. Because the answer is that, yeah, the answer is yes. You know what I'm saying? That is the answer. Yes. Has he changed? Yes. Has he always been the same? Yes. I think, to be honest with you, it's that answer that makes this show the most simple it has ever been. Is that it doesn't matter whether he changed or whether Eren has always been the same. It's that Eren has to die. I hate saying that. I hate saying that. I don't want to kill Eren. I don't think anybody wants to kill Eren. But what he is doing is wrong. So, let's break this down a little bit, or instead of like just talking, let's break down the episode a little bit. So, first of all, I was completely confused as to what was going on. At first I was like, is this a different timeline? What the fuck is going on? Like, why are we, I thought we were going to Odaha, and then all of a sudden we were on a boat, but now, Eren's there, and, Sasha's there, Levi isn't all fucked up. I'm like, okay, so this is when they first went. Okay, makes sense. And immediately I felt bad because Eren's there, right? Of course Eren will be there, but immediately I felt bad because now I'm thinking Eren knows what he's about to do to these people, which is probably the hardest part of this journey, is Eren knowing, like Eren seeing these just normal people and knowing, I'm gonna kill every single one of you. in the beginning of this episode, we see that there are normal people, there are good people, but we also see, as Aaron said in the first part of season 4, that some people are not so great. There are good people and bad people, of course. This episode kind of just retreads and reaffirms things that we have already learned in the show. And I rather not like have straight up essays about things that we've already discussed, but yeah, there are good people and there are bad people. There are some people, there's the guy who's like, yeah, you ain't never tried ice cream, take that shit, that shit good as hell, and then there's the kid, stealing from Sasha, and then everybody's like, yeah, what if they throw that dirty monkey into the sea? Yeah, he's probably he's a migrant, that illegal alien. Fuck that guy, just straight up, xenophobia. There's all types of shit going on, and it just looks like the real world. It just looks like the real world, normal shit. People hating each other and being scared of each other because they're different, and when they don't know anything, they're just normal with each other. Nobody cared until somebody started thinking, maybe that guy isn't one of us. Fuck that nigga up. You know what I'm saying? That's just real life. That's just real life, and that's what it showed. Once again, reaffirming what Aaron said to Reiner in the basement, is that there are good people and there are bad people. But that's not the important part of this episode that we get to later. We see them helping out the kid and all the other stuff. That's great. Aaron having a fucking conniption because he's seen it all. He understands what ice cream is. He knows what all the other stuff is because he's already seen it, the same way that he's already seen the sea. He's like, yeah, that's the sea, all that stuff. But what's really on his mind is that he is going to kill all these people. He's going to destroy a lot of this good shit, right? A weird scene with the clown behind Levi going, yeah, little boy, you want a balloon, nigga? I get it. Levi's small, but Jesus fucking Christ. A lot of this episode was just painful to watch because I know that this is the turning point. So we get the people, fucking trying to fuck up the kid. They steal him. That's okay. All that other shit. And then we get to the conversation with the Azumabitos. So, obviously there's going to be like a, I don't want to call it a hearing, but there's going to be a meeting of diplomacy and democracy, in which they will talk about, the future and, or how the children of Ymir will be handled, or how they believe they should be handled. And of course our group want to give their they want to be there as the debut to people who should, like, people or the island devils who should be treated as regular human beings. We should be treated equal, right? And Azumabito, obviously, Lady Hiruzen obviously is very quick to say, are you sure that's going to work? Because that's at least going to be a lot harder than you think it is. That's very idealistic. And she's right. You can't easily walk into a place like that where everybody is afraid of you and wants you gone and be like, hey, we're good guys. And everybody say, oh, okay, they're good guys. Yeah, okay. She said it. So, fuck it. They've got to be great people. They're not going to do that. They're going to, be steadfast in their beliefs and be like, fuck those dirty Eldian monkeys. We can't fuck with them at all because they're dangerous and they're monsters and all this other shit. And immediately, it shows how futile that plan was going to be. Idealistic, yes. Would I have liked it to go better? Yes. But in the end, in the end of it, it was a very futile, almost like naive thought that you could go in there and then change their minds about how they with how they feel about Eldians and the children of Ymir and the island devils. That just wasn't going to work out because people are still people. People are still going to be afraid. People are still going to be afraid of you. That's the main thing. People are still going to be afraid of you no matter what you do. Fear is a great motivator, to be honest with you. We still have Eren, he's MIA, obviously because he's going through some things. Like I said, he's having to live amongst the people who he will eventually massacre on, like, by the millions. And obviously that's gotta be tough, right? And it's at the whole like diplomacy thing that they end up leaving. But let's get to the more important scene of Eren and Mikasa, where Eren disappears. Mikasa comes to find Eren, and they talk about. Eren asks Mikasa what exactly he is to her. Why Mikasa feels so deeply for Eren? Is it because he saved her, or is it because he's family? Now, me personally, I couldn't really tell you what the right answer to this would have been. And I would hope that Mikasa gave the answer that she felt instead of the answer that she thought Eren needed to hear. Because Mikasa does say that he is family, and I believe that because for Mikasa, obviously Mikasa loves Eren, and obviously you're supposed to love family. So I'm going to assume that is the answer that Mikasa feels instead of the answer that she felt like Eren needed to hear. And the thing is that when Mikasa says that she does it because he's family, I think he understands that in that aspect, because Eren does the same thing. The whole rumbling thing is the same reason why Mikasa, as Zeke says, cares about him enough to rip up Titans. It's the same thing. Is that at the core of everything? I know a lot of people, like, in the comment section stuff, are like, no, he's doing it for his people, and he's the real patriot. He's doing it for the island devils that were wronged and stuff. Me personally, it's not that grand. Eren just likes Mikasa, Armin, Jean, Connie, Sasha, Hanji, Levi, and if I'm missing somebody, then correct me. But he just likes that group enough to destroy the entire world and make sure that they live happy lives. I think that there's a moniker. There is a small percentage of the rumbling that is because Eren wants his people to survive. But at least 98% of the reason for the rumbling is because he wants our group to survive and live happy lives. So when Mikasa says, it's because you're family, it reinforces what Eren is, the reason why Eren is doing the rumbling. Mikasa obviously has been murdering Titans, and now she's, granted, she's murdering people to stop Eren, but Mikasa has been ripping through Titans, going through hell and back simply to save Eren all through the show. And when Eren gets the power to do the same, of course he's going to do it. So I think that the answer, because we are family, is while you could look at it and be like, oh, that was a bad answer because look at what's happening now. I think it's the best answer that she could have given him because it's the most truthful answer. Now, did he take that answer and run with it a little too far? Maybe. But so is Mikasa, so is everybody else that is in this show. They obviously everybody's taking it too far, Mikasa's killing people, Flock was killing people. Everybody's fucking wrong, man. Aaron's killing people. No, it's not good. What's happening is not good. But it's the core of why we do a lot of this shit. Not just in the show, but in real life. It's the core of why we do a lot of shit like this. Because we want people that we care about to live happy lives. Of course, there are times where people are just throwing their fucking weight around and having a dick measuring contest and people lose their lives like that, and we see that in the show too. But a lot of the core reasons why we take lives and uproot lives and things like that is because we want our family to live long, happy lives. That is usually the sole reason that a lot of people may not always tell you, but it is the reason why we do it. It's the reason why a lot of people will say, yeah, nigga, I'll go to jail behind mines, or a lot of people will be like, yeah, I'd kill people for my girlfriend or wife, husband, children, mom, dad. People will definitely cause harm to other people if it meant that their family is going to be okay. There's nothing wrong with that. And there's nothing good about that either. It reminds me of what Magath said to Willie, is that Eldians are surely the devil, and we are too. Once again, there's nothing wrong with that, and there's nothing good about it. It is simply what we do. Now, this will probably go down to be one of my favorite sequences of scenes in all of Attack on Titan, which is the party with the I forgot what they're called. I know they're supposed to be like Middle Eastern, but I don't exactly remember what they called them in the first part of part 4 or season 4. Whatever. The refugees, is that fucked up to say? That's what they are. The refugees invite everybody in to pretty much just celebrate, have a good time. And why I say that this is probably one of my favorite sequences of scenes in Attack on Titan is just one, seeing happy Eren, Mikasa, John, Connie, Sasha, that's Eren. Just seeing everybody happy for one more time is, I think, me realizing that was going to be the last time that I ever saw this group of kids happy added a lot to how much I loved that scene. But also seeing the idea that Eren is having this wonderful time with these people who, once again, he knows he's gonna kill in collateral damage. He knows. And that's why when Mikasa found him on top of the hill, he was crying. Because he probably knows that he's going to have a good time tonight with everybody. But he also knows that he's going to kill everybody later down the line. All these people who are good people. Some are good, some are bad. But as of right now, they seem like really good people and they're having a great time. So it sucks. It's one of the most bittersweet moments of Attack on Titan for me, to see them have such a great time and know with, you know, have a great time with Aaron, and or these people have a wonderful time, and in the middle of the room having a great time with you is the monster that is going to trample your family, your family's family, your family's family, and your family's enemy's family, and your family's enemy's family's family. The person that is going to end the fucking world is in there having a drink with you. It's tough. It's tough as fuck. It's tough as fuck. Yeah, I ain't about to lie to you. It's tough as hell. Hang on, let me go over. Once again, just great seeing everybody, you know, have a great time. We get to like the whole, is it like a dissertation or something like that? Whatever it is. Hearing this guy speak so boisterously about how much he feels like the Eldians are, you know, dangerous. Or hang on, let me actually read this out real quick, because I think it's the most. I think this is actually an important talks. They're not Eldians, nor do they believe in Empire's dangerous ideologies. They're tragic victims with Eldians force interbreeding. It's detestable. It's the detestable island devils we should hate. Hate the devils who fled the island 100 years ago. Right, so this is pretty much the same thing that Willie said. Those island devils are our true enemy. Right. So, what in this like I said, I don't know if it's a dissertation or just like a speech or something like that. In this scene, we see pretty much the same thing that Willie was saying, is that the people here on Marley are victims. He sees them as victims, born with devil's blood. The true enemies, however, is the island. The island devils who fled and, you know, kept those nukes for all those years. And I think it not just reinforces, but it adds to Aaron's reasoning why he's doing this specifically, of he's going to destroy the world, or he's going to destroy the world except the island. Because as of right now, you know, this was before Willie, he's seeing these people are all just going to gang up on us. We haven't done a goddamn thing. As far as we know, we have not done a goddamn thing, nor do we want to do anything. A lot of people make the argument that if Marley had never sent any of the Titans over to us, we would have sat there and just lived in peace for however long we lasted, you know. And I think that's true. You know, they would have just sat there and chilled out. And of course, there would have been people like Aaron who wanted to go out and expand. And there's always people. I mean, that's the whole reason that the Scouts exist. But these people never meant you any harm. So when people make the argument that the Eldian Devils wouldn't have done anything, they didn't care, they didn't even know that they could do all that, I can't like fault them for making that argument, because they're kind of right. Yeah, they wouldn't have done anything. And I understand why these people are afraid of them. It's stupid, but I understand. But when this guy makes this point, and Aaron hears that, he's like, well, I know what I got to do. And he goes out and he you know, starts his plan of telling Flock, getting in good with Yelena and Zeke, and all this other stuff. And then it comes to the point where Willie is saying the same thing, and that's when he's like, okay, they double down. Now I really got to do it to him, you know. And they show the whole thing with him out there killing everybody in Liberio, where Misa says that was the last time that they saw Aaron before they found him in Liberio killing people. So yeah, when Willie says it for a second time, yeah, he's like, well, they doubling down, so now I really gotta do it to him. But yeah, we get a lot of holes filled in here where we see the conversation with Yelena, we see the conversation with Zeke, we see the conversation with Flock. I think the important part of this half of the episode is that we are now getting truths. We're getting truths that we didn't have for. Did Flock actually speak to Eren? Yes, he did. Did what exactly was told to Eren by Yelena? That right there, they gave him the idea of, we're gonna do a euthanization plan. Eren's like, okay, I'll do it. No, I won't. But it's just a lot of things filled in. And of course, Eren has the talk where he's like, was I always like this, or when did it start? And it's like, it doesn't matter. Obviously, it does not matter. I wish I could talk at length. I could talk at length about it, but like I said, I think Eren makes a good point. It doesn't matter when it started. Now, the conversation with Historia. It wasn't outwardly said, and it wasn't said directly or anything like that, but I have always been of the camp that Historia's baby is Eren's. The whole, yeah, and it was a guy that used to make fun of me back in the day, but then one day he pulled up to me while I was shoveling hay, and I threw it back for that nigga. Like, I never believed that. From the beginning of that story, as soon as we saw Historia pregnant, I was like, now whose kid would that be? Let's be real. Whose kid would that really be? Let's just be really real. Whose kid would that really be? Not some fucking random farmhand. No. Now, granted, like I said, it wasn't outwardly said. It wasn't directly said. She didn't say, hey, Eren. All she said was, what if I got pregnant? Right? Who the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Let's be real. You think that she was going to be like, what if I got pregnant? Let me go find somebody? No, when you have the fucking Adonis. Just to be fucking real. Like, no. I think at least it's a little obvious it's Eren's kid. Now I don't know what that means for the story that's Eren's kid, and I think it may just be that they took the chance right there and was like, okay, that's how we save Historia. Fine, and then that doesn't really have to be a thing, but it is something to keep in the back of your mind. Let's see, where am I at? The conversation. We see the type of conviction that Eren has, and honestly, at this point, hearing Eren talk to Historia, it solidified how much I was like, fuck, we have to kill you, bro. And of course, it was even worse at the end of the episode. But yeah, at this point, I was like, yeah, we have to kill Eren. Like, he's complete. I'm not gonna say he's completely wrong, but he's wrong for this. He's definitely wrong for what he's doing right now. Let's see where else we're at. We see how he loses his leg. He cuts it off himself. Obviously, we kind of knew that he cut it off himself. He even shoves a fucking bullet in his eye to make it seem like he got blinded by gunfire. Once again, conviction, Eren. He's got it. He's definitely got it. But one of the more important conversations that I think they had in these flashbacks was Zeke's um Zeke's flashback with Aaron, where he's like, headaches, I never heard anything about it from Kasaver or the researchers. Obviously meaning that Aaron lied. Aaron has been manipulating the story and the timeline for a while now. So obviously lying to Zeke about shit and planting small lies into his mind is not really far off. But what this means with Aaron lying, or getting confirmation that Aaron was lying, because at the table scene, I think a lot of people knew that Aaron was lying. What this means for me, at least, is that it solidifies that Aaron wanted to distance himself from everybody. Aaron knows what he is doing is wrong. And I think that is what this scene is all about, even though it's not expressed. Aaron knows what he is doing is wrong, and he doesn't want anybody to be a part of it. Does he know that people will act because of what he's doing? Yes. I've said before that I think Aaron's plan is to die. Aaron knows he's going to die. I don't think Aaron wants to die, but I think Aaron knows that he will die. And honestly, on top of seeing the rumbling, which we got to see a little bit of it, but on top of seeing a little bit of the rumbling, what I also want to see is Aaron coming to grips with the fact that he will die. Because I'm sure that Aaron, like I said, I'm sure Aaron doesn't want to die, but I want to see Aaron say that himself. I want to see Aaron, because I think that's the most human that we will see Aaron, when he realizes that he is going to die and that he doesn't want to. But back on topic, obviously Aaron doesn't want anybody with him on this mission. He knows that what he is going to do is either going to wipe out the rest of the world and only have our little island left, and then they can figure it out from there. Which, we already talked about that, how the world only shrinks and stuff like that. But also, he can wipe out the world, or he could try to wipe out the world. This serve as a cautionary tale for the rest of the survivors of whatever, or the rumbling, and whoever survives rumbling, this will serve as a cautionary tale on why we don't push things to this type of limit. Why our thinking before this happened was wrong, because it got us here. So he would either destroy the rest of the world, leave the island, or he would serve as a cautionary tale for everybody else that lives after him to be like, hey, don't do this again. And I think he wants the latter. I don't know if Aaron has thought that far, but I would assume that Aaron wants the latter. I don't think Aaron... Do I think that Aaron is trying for the latter? No, I don't. I think Aaron literally just wants to destroy everybody on the planet except for Paradise. But I think if Aaron were to have it his way, somebody would kill him, probably Mikasa, and he would serve as a cautionary tale so the rest of the world, i.e. the good people that he met as well, can live happy lives alongside the people that he loves. Which sucks, because I think that would be the closest to freedom that the world would have been in a very long time, and Aaron won't be able to see it. Now, there are a lot of time aspects that that go into this show, and the show could pull the rug from under us and do like a, which is something that I've always thought would happen at the end of Attack on Titan. I thought that a lot of the show is a circle, like a cycle, and at the end we would start again with Eren again, only different. I always assumed that the end of the show would be the end of a cycle and then start again. However, I kind of like the cautionary tale a little bit more, because it serves as an ending that has a lesson that other people can go forward and teach to others. If it's a cycle, people can't teach each other. But if it continues in a straight line instead of a circle, people can teach the lesson to others, thusly. And I feel like this is like the 12,000th time that I've said this in season 4, but thusly getting the children and everybody else out the forest. Hopefully everybody else, but especially the children. If it's a cycle, you can't really do that. But it's still scary. It's still sad, and I hate that Eren can't. I hate that Eren can't see this. Because obviously he's not gonna see this, but I hate that he can't. I absolutely hate that he can't. So there's that. Obviously, a great line by Zeke saying, "Hey, I think that Mikasa just likes you enough to tear through Titans," and that, you know, once again, that lends credence to what I'm saying, which is Eren knows he's wrong. That's why he doesn't want anybody to go with him. Because it's the same thing that Eren does in this situation, that he makes sure that people aren't with him, and he makes sure that his family is safe, because he knows he's wrong, and if he gets his family into what he's doing, they'll be wrong too. He doesn't want those people to be wrong with him. He wants to do this alone. So, we see this was a tough fucking scene. They get it says, nearly every large cannon that exists in the world has been gathered here today. Let me see what the rest of this says. Nearly every large cannon, all of the minds of humanity focus on a single purpose. Seeing how it's a miracle this feat came together. Now, let me stop you there. Those first couple of sentences, Eren is already winning. Do I mean that Eren is winning because he's about to kill all these people? No. But let's talk about what he just said, is that the pure fact, and shout out to my nigga Pixis because he fucking called it. The fact that Eren's rumbling, his Titan, and his actions brought the world's greatest minds together. That this general, admiral, whatever you are, this guy is like, it is a miracle. It is a miracle that we brought this together. It is a miracle. Think about it. That is a miracle. What do you think nigga, think about the world today. Niggas not helping each other like that. Countries ain't helping each other like that. But what Eren is doing has brought the world together. Why? Because when the world has one common enemy, they have no choice but to band together. So, yeah, Eren's winning right now. To me, Eren's winning right now. Because, goddammit, he just brought the world together. Now, is this eliminating the world's hatred? No, not right now. But it's a great start to a cautionary tale, because now that the world has to come together, they have to also talk about why it came to this. If you survive, the rest of the world has to question why it came to this. Why the fuck did hundreds of thousands of walking nukes and then a fucking monstrosity bigger than all the rest of them, why did that rise up from the sea and incinerate everybody living around, like living there? Why did that happen? Because we fucked up. Now, yeah, they could spin and be like, this those island devils, but no, I doubt that like after something like this, I doubt that people would be that. I think people would be too shaken to be ignorant. Now, granted, it's fear, and fear makes you ignorant, but I think I see this as being more of a cautionary tale than them having fuel to the fire that is their hatred. But yeah, the Aaron in this moment has brought together the world. He united the fucking world. Come on now, you're winning. You're doing horrible things, but you're winning. If we can't stop this here, then nobody will. Which once again, real quick, I think he's right. Think about it. Like we said, the world has united. The greatest minds have united to stop the Titans here. And to be honest with you, I believe him, because as little as those cannons did, they did more damage to colossal Titans than we have ever seen being done. So I believe when they say this is the top of the line, this is the greatest artillery that we could have ever, this is it. I fully believe them. If they can't stop them, then nobody will. At least not within the 4 days it takes for the rumbling to destroy the entire Earth. You think they're about to develop some new shit in 4 days? While the researchers that are developing this shit are getting killed off by 100-meter Titan monster nukes? No. So yes, when he says that if we don't stop him here, nobody will, he's right. And it makes the rumbling even that formidable. Because like I said, the cannons do some damage. It does the most damage that we've ever seen to any colossal Titan that we've, in the show. But god damn it, them bitches just got back up. And even the ones that they may have killed, it was nothing in comparison to the hundreds of thousands of them that are still coming out of the water. That not only are going to step on you, but I've said this plenty of times before. One thing that people for some reason forget about the Titans is that they are extremely fucking hot. They are extreme. Did we forget about Rod Reese? That man was just crawling by trees and them bitches were catching fire. He was getting close to them motherfuckers and they were catching fire. These things are hot. And as much as this show continues to like show us how hot they are, people still forget. In one of the scenes, that guy got fucking melt. Nigga, do you know how hot something has to be for you to get close to it and you nigga, hang on, let me see this again. I gotta see this again. Cause this nigga melted. You know how hot you gotta be? That's insane. That is genuinely insane. So, yeah, it's unstoppable. I think that's obvious. Like, it's unstoppable, which makes it like, if our group can stop it, mission accomplished on Aaron's side. Mission accomplished. Because the greatest minds in the world can stop it. If some island devils and a couple honorary Marlians stop it, that is the single greatest act of heroism by uniting enemies that the world is ever going to see. Oh my God, why is my nose so itchy? So also, I didn't know that the fucking colossal titans were just swimming, nigga. That's insane. The art of seeing the titans, you know, like the visual aspect of seeing the titans come out of the water, seeing Eren like pull up and absolutely wreck shit. Terrifying. Mappa did a really good job of showing just how terrifying the rumbling is in this scene, because dear fucking God, that is terrifying. Like, they're tall just coming out the water, and then you have to realize that they're in the water, so a bit of them is still submerged. So when they get on land, they're going to be taller. And oh, it's terrifying. It's terrifying. It's genuinely terrifying. People are shooting cannons at them. They're still walking. At some point, they just give up. They just go, well, fuck, we can't do anything about it. So the hopelessness, you know, we get to see the rumbling on the front of the people that, like the vanguard, the people that are going to be on the front lines fighting, and see how hopeless they're going to be. But I still want to see the rumbling from the people who are defenseless, because that is what's going to drive home how horrible what Eren is doing is. Just seeing people get destroyed. Once again, Mappa did a great job of showing how scary the rumbling is, showing Eren's, like, showing the full the full thing of Eren's Titan, which is, what the fuck? I couldn't even imagine seeing that crawl out of the sea and then think that I'm going to fight that. Fuck no. Just a large, terrifying, absolutely terrifying. And then that's the fucking end. It fucking sucks, bro. And apparently the third part, which I'm going to assume is going to be the final part, is going to be I think it's in 2023. I will say one thing, that would have been kind of hard if instead of, which I love the OST that they use for the Titans walking out of the water. I love that. Absolutely loved the, you know, bringing that song back. I forget what that song's called. It's like XLT, something like that. Love that. I would have been interested in seeing what that scene would have looked like with the rumbling playing. Cause that would have been hard. I don't know if they didn't do it because they felt like it would be too cheesy, or maybe they wanted to go for a more scary and emotional feeling to you know, this scene, you know, more grand feeling to the scene. But I really would have liked to at least see what the rumbling would have looked, or what the actual rumbling would have looked like while playing the rumbling. I almost feel like that was a missed opportunity. Like I said, they may have just done it because they felt like it would be too cheesy, and I don't blame you. It may have been, but like but having the last scene be a colossal titan, like pretty much stomping the camera. Yeah, maybe we should have had the rumbling playing for that last scene. I would have appreciated that. But it was a great scene all in all. Like I said, the part 3 is apparently going to be in 2023. Dear fucking God. Oh my God. I have to fucking die. I have to dodge spoilers for another year. It was hard enough the first time, but for another year, fuck, bro. That's gonna suck, man. I'm gonna listen. Like I said, I understand. Like I can understand why, like how people would be frustrated with there being another like part to season 4. And a lot of people will be like, yeah, they're definitely milking it and stuff like that. Totally understand. I think people have the right to be frustrated and exhausted, especially with a show like this that is emotionally exhausting. Like you know, people want to see it end. Obviously, you know, people want to see it end, especially people that have read the manga. You know, they know what's going to happen, so they really want to see it animated. I'm an anime only, so I really want to see the end, but I have enough patience to wait. You know, I think I'll be all right. I have other things to watch. You know, I have other things to do. I can go touch grass. But I can see why people would be kind of frustrated with it. I have always been of the mindset that you should take your time. Animation is not easy. It will never be easy. I know a lot of people, a lot of animation studios work up until the last fucking day of the episode airing, the last fucking hour sometimes. So it's not an easy job to animate things, also, you know, translate and all the things that go in. I think, and the thing is that as anime fans, as a community, I think we're a bit spoiled on how fast we get certain things. Not like, oh my god, you're such a spoiled brat, but like in general, we are spoiled with the quality and speed in which we get episodes. Like I said, animation is not an easy thing to do. So when people need time, I can't fault people for having time. Like, I don't want a cyberpunk, you know, a cyberpunk situation in like with anime where it needed more time, and because they wanted it out like ASAP no Ferg, then it got ruined because people wanted to rush it. It sucks that we have to wait, and I'm not gonna say that I'm not frustrated that I have to wait. Obviously I'm frustrated. I want to see the end, my nigga. Like, obviously this is one of the best shows that I've ever seen in my life. It is shaped up to be probably my favorite show of all time. So yeah, I want to see the end, but I want people, like, I also understand that these are people and I want them to take their time. I don't want to rush somebody because I'm like, oh, I need it now, you know. I no. These are people too. They need breaks. They can't, you know, they can't work night in and night out for my entertainment. Even if it's their job, you know, it just doesn't work like that, you know. It doesn't work like that. So it's frustrating. I think people have a right to be frustrated. I think a lot of people will be frustrated. But I think in the grand scheme of things, giving it more time is the best option. I said before that, like, I wouldn't have been mad at a movie. I wouldn't exactly have been mad at a movie. From a reaction standpoint, from like a content creator standpoint, I would have been a little sad because, like, no, how am I supposed to make a video of it? But that's me being selfish. And from a, you know, from just a standpoint of a viewer, getting a part 3 and having to wait for it is like, no, now I gotta wait. But once again, that's me being selfish. But if I'm being realistic, if I'm being like honest, if I'm being understanding, and not just, you know, being selfish, yeah, take your time, dude. Take your time. do not rush this. Do not rush this. Please don't rush this. Please. I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna be disappointed. A lot of people are gonna be upset. A lot of people are gonna be disappointed. But do not rush this. I don't care how upset and disappointed people are. What's the Nintendo saying that like a rushed game will be forever bad, but a delayed game will eventually be good, or something like that. Something like that. That's the ideal that I have. That, like, if you have to take the time, do it, because it'll be worth it in the end. You know, it'll be all right. It'll be all right. Like I said, I got grass to touch. But yeah. Damn. I think I'm going to have a, like, in the meantime, I'm going to have a actual, like, discussion, because actual discussion with one of the homies about Attack on Titan, and probably, like, upload that, like, just a full length discussion of, like, from beginning to end, like, how, you know, stuff like that. But for now, man, I guess we just gotta wait, because I'm not done talking about Attack on Titan. I love the show too much. It's like JoJo, even though it sucks. We have to wait for that for another year too. Fuck, I have to wait for JoJo and Attack on Titan. I gotta be able to watch shit. And then I'm almost done with Full Metal Alchemist, so what am I supposed to watch then? Oh, fuck, there's no more goats left. You know what I'm saying? There's no more goats for me to watch left. Oh, that's some tough shit. I mean, there's still Hunter x Hunter. That's going kind of cool. That's kind of cool right now. I wouldn't exactly put it on the same level as like JoJo, Attack on Titan, and Full Metal Alchemist right now. But where I'm at right now, Hunter x Hunter is kind of cool. I'm enjoying myself. But god damn it, the goats are gone right now, and I'm a little sad. But yeah. Oh well. I'll find something to do, something to watch. Fuck, dude. But this has been a fantastic ride. Part 2 has been crazy, absolutely insane. I have really enjoyed Attack on Titan. Season 4 as a whole has been insane. It's been some of the best storytelling I have ever seen in anything ever, and that is why Attack on Titan right now is my favorite piece of media I have ever watched, ever consumed. It's just that fucking, it is that fucking good. Like I said, I will have a more in-depth conversation. This is more, you know, my videos, they're more me ranting than in discussing, more than like analysis and stuff like that. And even the video that I'll come out with later is probably not going to be that much analysis. It's going to be just more in-depth than usual. But yeah, that's it. We have to wait another year, and I'm depressed about it. But that's enough of me talking. I've talked too long, and probably about fuck all. So if you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. If you're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more Attack on Titan or something totally different, the best place to that in, as always, my social media link's gonna be in the description below. And if you want the episode or the full length reaction to these episodes, you can subscribe to my Patreon. Link's gonna be below for that as well. But until then, until we get to see Attack on Titan again, y'all stay amazing, stay safe, and love somebody within your walls. Y'all take care.